I've been subscribed to anime channels with 2,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, and just 2 subscribers. And no, that isn't an exaggeration on my part. It would not be inaccurate to say that I live for YouTube, both in the sense of it being the source of media that brings me the greatest joy in life, and being the focus of my single-minded pursuit as a career. Many of you may know me as one of the most prominent Digibro fans, Lachlan Still.
Someone like Lachlan Still, if you go read down in the comments, you'll probably see that guy on my video.
Or the moderator of his subreddit, Lockcoon. But there are also a number of other YouTubers who are at least vaguely aware of me as that guy typing out essayistic comments gushing about their videos. With the positive reception my somewhat meta look at YouTube coverage of SAO has received, I feel empowered to supplement my discussions of anime with some looks into the anime videos that I enjoy so deeply. Super Eyepatch Wolf's videos are not the ones that I enjoy the most. However, they are my favorite videos conceptually, and the former is what causes the latter here. John loves shonen series. Unrestrained by any sense of cynicism or obligation to place them within a context of entertainment made for kids that must necessarily detract from their critical value, he effortlessly conveys the experience and appeal of this media that he has such a clear and genuine passion for. This is a common touchstone for a massive segment of the anime fandom, and even those for whom the general appeal of shonen has diminished somewhat as the years have gone on and their taste have evolved can connect with these videos. He is coming at anime with a perspective that will resonate with so many of those who are interested in the medium, and this is that conceptual element of his work that fascinates me so. He's a kind of perfect YouTuber, someone in the vein of Captain Christian, whose appeal is similarly based upon weaving these personal narratives out of his experiences with significant cultural landmarks those of his generation will all identify with. Both of their channels experienced explosive growth, getting large subscriber bases in addition to hit videos with view counts well beyond those bases, and their efforts were rewarded by Patreons that launched to very impressive amounts of support immediately upon their promotion. All of this being accomplished through a relatively low number of videos. There's of course his skill set as a creator to account for as well. Calling his content effortless was not to suggest that his videos come without effort on his end. Rather, sitting down to watch those videos is made effortless for his audience by his deft writing, which smoothly flows from idea to idea as we get caught up in the story he's telling. His story. And by extension, what will also be many of his viewers' own stories. Being a fan of shonen, whose videos focus primarily on those series, he naturally ends up covering a lot of extremely long-running franchises that of course have so much to them that could be talked about. And while the length of many of his videos speaks to that fact, his remarkable ability to capture the most relevant aspects of each of these series must be noted. He identifies and highlights the core elements of whatever he's discussing that make it work on a fundamental level, and then is able to flesh that out with the most relevant instances of them in action. From Hajime no Ippo's excellent handling of its narrative structure, to One Piece's ability to give all of its characters, no matter how seemingly absurd, a sense of legitimate humanity, being able to do so because of the place of love these videos so clearly come from. I find Super Eyepatch Wolf's perspective so admirable because to me it is also fairly enviable. Where most anime fans of the generations close to my own, even ones like Digibro whose taste would go on to have a number of elements of them that don't line up with the mainstream, got into anime in similar basic ways. Some combination of shonen and other action anime on television, with a possible dive into the more prominent manga titles as well. My own entry into the medium was through much more unconventional means. The first anime I watched that I really recognized as being this unique thing distinct from regular old cartoons was Gunslinger Girl. And then the next anime I watched, and the one that would get me truly invested in the medium, came a year later, Serial Experiments Lain. When discovering new types of media that one enjoys, the natural question that follows is, can someone show me some more stuff like this? For most anime fans, the rabbit hole they'd be jumping down when that question was answered would be a bunch of shonen series. Whereas for me it was Angel's Egg, Ergo Proxy, Haibane Renmei, Ghost in the Shell, Evangelion, Technolize, and more anime in that dark, intellectual, often approaching art house vein. What we as YouTubers do, at the most basic level, is connect with an audience. And while that can certainly be done through presenting interesting ideas, connecting to them based upon personal experience is perhaps the most powerful and effective way of doing so. A video like the one I made extolling the virtues of Hibike Euphonium for 24 minutes did that, but also puts the divide between someone like Super Eyepatch Wolf and myself in stark contrast. Of course he's a larger channel, so he'll just get more traffic than me in general. But a video like the one on One Piece, which as of writing this script has gone up 5 hours ago and gotten over 20,000 views, and which I'm sure will easily be over 100,000 by the time this video of mine is put together, will ultimately get more attention because it is a subject worthy of more attention, in that it is a subject that is relevant to more people, far more of them. His personal experiences are relevant to a huge number of people. Mine are strange and atypical enough that they simply aren't. And this is a topic that really fascinates me, this varying level of inherent appeal in people's works. In Digibro's vlog, Invitational Art, he lays out the boogie-pop dichotomy, a scale of accessibility upon which all pieces of media lie, from the most specific and limited in its appeal to that which the broadest and most general audience can connect to. Super Eyepatch Wolf is not the most pop anime channel there is. Things like top 10 lists and very typical YouTube-style vlog, sketch comedy content will be that. What I think Super Eyepatch Wolf does represent is the most pop iteration of the subset of anime content that I love, analytical video essays. Without the need for any inorganic presentation of his taste as something it isn't, or altering of his tone to fit some persona, he can present the experience of the every fan. I can't say I'd want to be in his position over my own, because of course my current taste consists of things I really connect with and cherish, and wouldn't be willing to give up merely to become more accessible, but it is a position that I really appreciate, and a phenomenon that is of great interest to me. And that's why, conceptually at least, Super Eyepatch Wolf is my favorite YouTuber.